Hi friends, welcome to this canvas. This is a truly mixed media canvas. That's why I call it truly mixed media, because I have two different mediums. I have this pencil here. It's like a large water-soluble 6B pencil, and I decided to go do this with my water brush, which is a Dirt water brush. I believe I used the number 2 on the Dirt water brush. So I'm sketching out this girl, and I'm just going for the really nice big eyes, and this was really just a test on this canvas to see if the two mediums, how they look together. So I'm just going to give it a try. So I'm just sketched out kind of almost like an anime-ish character, not quite, and I just really wanted the big eyes, small nose, small mouth, and yeah, so I'm just playing with that sketch, or I guess it's a sketch, right? Playing with that right now. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing the eyes, and they're really, this is all watercolor on here, so, or like water soluble graphite. So I'm just kind of filling it in, and then wherever I want to remove some, you see me just dip some water on my cloth and dip it off. Kind of a thing where I wanted the lighter parts of the eyes or whatever. What I've done. So now I'm just kind of shading her face in. This was more or less a test of playing with it. So I'm going to play with this type of canvas again and again with different things I want to draw or sketch or whatever. But this was my first try of it, and I wanted to see how it would look, just to play around. So I have a friend who, an artist friend who uses a lot of charcoal and that kind of thing, so his art was inspiring me to do something, go back to my kind of roots of where I used to do a lot of charcoal or graphite and that kind of thing. And so this is where I'm back into my graphite sort of thing. So anyways, I'm shading along and playing with this girl, just trying to get her to look good, decent. But I really just want to kind of see how it looks together, so I'm just playing, getting her eyes right. I'm gotta get back into practicing the drawing, the sketching, because I felt like she was just like crazy. I'm just splattering graphite there. That little block, I pick up some more graphite. That's just another little block there, and it's like dark black, carbon black. And the other one that I'm using on the pencil is like a B6, 6B, B6, whatever order that is. And it's like a large pencil, as you can see, really large. I like it. It's comfortable on the fingers. So here I am measuring out a spot, thinking where I'm going to do this, measuring out little spaces here. I end up not really using the measurements anyways. I just ended up using the tool as my guide to measuring. So I'm just gonna kind of, here's a tool I got at like a PM hobby shop or something like that, and it's just to make holes. So what I use that is, sometimes I use that for my aluminum cans or something like that, if I'm making holes for tags or whatever. Well anyways, I ended up making these holes, and I just used that as a guide. If I were to change anything, I would make it, pay attention to how straight I was making it, maybe make a line on the canvas to keep them straight. I wasn't really doing that. I was kind of thinking that it would look a little bit better, whimsical-ish lines, but I ended up, I think I'd like it better if it was perfectly straight. Anyway, so then I am threading my embroidery string here. Excuse me, and this is where I'm talking about two mediums. I wanted to play with it and see how they look. I just felt like doing something totally different and crazy. So I decided to keep the whole embroidery thread. Didn't want to play with knots in the back and whatnot. So I just kept it all together. And it didn't really knot up or anything on me, so I was really careful to do that. And here I am, putting it through, holding the canvas board. What an awkward thing to do. At the end, close to the end, I realized, hey, I have an embroidery stitching apparatus holding thing. I don't know what it is. It just clamps onto your embroidery hoops. I ended up using that to hold my canvas, which was like, duh. I got it at a secondhand store for like $7, and it was, I knew I was going to use it somewhere. Anyways, so now I know, like, oh yeah, grab that thing out. But I totally forgot about it, and I had it kind of in the back of my, kind of pushed back and wasn't really looking straight at it. It was kind of behind my computer. But when I spotted it, I'm like, yeah. Anyway, so I'm balancing it on like different bottles and using bottles to counterweight it and whatnot. So here I'm just kind of like playing with it, struggling a little bit. It wasn't too bad though. So you can, you know, hold it on your Jessa bottle and or glue bottle and whatever. But the embroidery hoop holder ended up being really nice and helpful. So I ended up doing that, of course, when I realized it was there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got that thing. But so what I did was I just threaded through from the top to the bottom and just kept moving. As I go from the top one down, I go one from the bottom and just kind of back and forth, easy kind of stringing it along. And I thought it would look pretty cool. I think it's my first time since like 6th grade that I did anything like this with string. I think I did string art with nails and that one in 6th grade. I remember doing that. Anyway, it was really cool, and I'm going to continue trying new things with it and seeing what, you know, playing with it. This is a palette, or like a board. Sorry, the dogs are walking around, so you're hearing nails. Board canvas, so that I was able to put the holes in easily. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do with other canvases if I decide to experiment with different ones, but you know, it's all kind of fun to play with. Probably would have to just stitch it as I go and have the little spots of holes mapped out for me. Anyway, here's where I grab my hoop thingamajiggy holder and I'm like, hey, look at that. Much better. Put my camera up a bit. There you go. Sorry about the dog nails. Anywho, that's what I'm doing, and now you can see it coming together. And I really like this look. I thought it was fun. This was not, just was more or less a tester canvas, but I think I could come up with some really neat ideas with this, and I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. I'll probably show some pictures at the end, or a picture at the end. Yeah. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.